back to One of Fifth Productions, and today I'm going to show you my top 10 favorite minifigures of all time. So this is not just Star Wars, this is just any minifigures, and yeah, so let's get started. So in 10th place we have Gars Saxophone from the Mandalorian fire set from this year actually. I'm pretty sure. It was so long ago when I got this. But I like this figure because it has really good printing everywhere, and I like the gunmetal gray color a lot. I think they could have used a comma. That would have been a lot better. But the horn piece for the helmet, I think that's really nice. And the jetpack in gunmetal gray. The face mold is also pretty good. They could have gave him a hair piece, but I don't really care on that. So let's move on to number 9. Next, we have this year's CMF Marvel Sam Wilson as like Captain America. I really like this figure and all. It's just when I was using it a few days ago, I figured out this wing set. It looks amazing, but it's really bulky and hard to use and play with. And for me, like playing, sometimes I do that. Don't hate me for that, but I play with my Legos sometimes, and for me that was a big con. I like the red wing, but yeah, it's got amazing printing, and don't get me wrong, this figure would be number 1 if these weren't so bulky, and I wish you could fold them up like he does in the movie. But yeah, that's number 9, and so let's move on to number 8. Next, we have Tech from the Bad Batch Shuttle, also from this year. And I really like this figure because they got brand new printing, brand new molds, and they really went all out on this figure. They even gave him a hairpiece. I don't really know where it is for some of these figures because we just moved, and if you've moved and you have Legos, you can relate. I'm sure they just get lost. But yeah, I think they really went all out. I like how they kept the goggles as a print, because in the movie they don't come off. I think they could have made it so where this visor goes down, this one right here, but they didn't, and I'm fine with that. This is just overall an amazing figure. They've even got the backpack, and they could have put on printing, but I'm fine with them not having it. So yeah, let's move on to the next figure. Next, we have the 501st Trooper from the 501st Battle Pack, which was last year. Gosh, finally. But, anyways, I really like this figure because, it's been a while since they've made a 501st Trooper. And, I'm the only one that thinks this in my family. But, I think they should make a Phase 1 501st Trooper. I don't know what set it would come in, but I really think they should. They've never done that. They've done 212. Well, no, they haven't. They don't really have very many Phase 1 clone troopers. But, yeah, I really like this figure, the helmet mold and the printing, and how they didn't really use, they just printed everything on this figure. I think it looks really nice as a clone, and I liked how they did the new head print for the clones, different color, more accurate, I think. And, yeah, and I like how they gave it a blaster. I think that's really nice. I don't like stud shooters at all. Yeah, so let's move on to the next figure. The next figure on this list is Echo from the Bad Batch Shuttle. And I really, really like how they did this figure. The one thing that I think is bad is, well, actually two. They should have printed the headset on his helmet. That would be perfect. And they should have given him a different piece for the hand. Also, on the box, it shows him holding the blaster with this. I'm just what the heck, Lego? You just messed up there. But yeah, overall, this is a really great figure. Perfect head printing. They did a really, really good job. They printed the Lobot piece. I'm not sure exactly what this is called off the top of my head. But yeah, they did a really good job on this figure. I just think they could have done a different piece for the hand and printing on the back of the helmet. But that's my opinion. Overall, though, this figure is really, really awesome. So let's move on to the next figure. The next figure on this list is another Avengers minifigure, Thanos. I really like this Thanos. It's from no, not again, no. Stop. The Sanctuary 2 set from this year. I cannot remember that name. I keep thinking like Sovereign, like Darth Vader's command ship, but it's not Sovereign. Yeah, but anyways, I really like this figure. I like how they did the purple arms instead of just like printed purple. And the helmet. I like how they did the face, like not with the red eyes. Like the red eyes, I don't know what they were thinking with that one, but anyways, the Infinity Blade's really nice. I think it would have been cooler if they did a big fig Thanos for this set, because the set was $40, and I'm like, wait, I don't even get a big fig Thanos, but whatever. I think it was really cool. This has really awesome detailing, and I like this Infinity Gauntlet piece. I think they had a nice use for this piece. But yeah, overall, I really like this figure. So let's move on to the next one. At number 4, we have the Mandalorian from the Tatooine. I forget what this is called, like the Tusken Raider Encounter Tatooine set. And it's got nice arm printing. Really, this figure is completely perfect. Like, there is nothing wrong with it, except for they need a head. Like, this is getting old. They need to make a Mandalorian with a face print. Like, they know what it looks like. Like, come on. But anyways, like, it's really perfect. Like, they've even got, like, the little, printed Mandalorian skull here. I don't know if you can see that. It's really blurry. I'm sorry. But, there's, like, a little skull there. Like, it has in the movie. Really, this figure is perfect. There is nothing they need to improve on except for head. And so the next figures on this list, I think, are unflawed. But yeah, let's move on to number 3. At number 3, we have the Iron Man from also Sanctuary 2. Yes, got it right. Anyways, I think this minifigure is perfect. Like, there is nothing they could do better. I love how, for the Infinity War line, they switch back to the helmet that flips up. This was one of the first figures I got. I got an Iron Man, which helmet flipped up. And it was like one of the first figures, and I loved it. And then we moved, and I lost it. And now I got another one, and I love this figure even more. But this is one of my favorite figures. I think it's literally perfect. They came with the hairpiece for when you want to take it off and make him Tony Stark. I think they could have come with like a Tony Stark figure extra, but that would have been a lot, and I think it's fine that they didn't. But really, this figure is completely perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. The back printing's perfect. I'm sure if you've watched most of the Avengers movies, you like find something wrong with it, but I think it's perfect. Like, literally, there's nothing they could do better. So let's move on to number 2. At number 2, we have the cutest Lego figure that Lego has ever made, Baby Yoda. I absolutely love this figure. It is the best. The head actually comes off. That's crazy that they made it that detailed. But the head's also rubber. I mean, some people find that as a problem. I don't really care. But the play features are 0, so that's why I put it lower on the list. Or not number 1, I guess. But it's just the cutest figure Lego's ever made. If you have a friend that likes Star Wars, show them this. They will love it. Yeah, but anyways, let's move on to number 1. Before we go to number 1, I just have some honorable mentions. These guys just didn't quite make the cut. They just didn't quite beat Gars, Saxophone, or any of these figures on the list. I think they're all pretty cool, but the only problem why I didn't put him on there is he's just so bland. Like, he's got a good face print, but that's kind of it. And then all these other figures, like the 332nd Trooper, I just like the 501st Trooper is just better. It's just original. And Cody is just, like, the printing is lacking, to say the least, and Scarlet Witch just didn't quite beat Gars Saxon. But yeah, let's move on to number one. Number one, as most of you may have guessed, is Darth Vader. He is still number one. He will probably always be number one unless Star Wars or any other franchise for that matter comes up with a villain cooler than Darth Vader. And I don't think that's possible. Like, Darth Vader is just so cool. I think, yeah, sorry, I don't have the correct torso. Don't yell at me in the comments. We just moved, and I could only find his helmet and cape. And, yeah, but anyways, I just really like this figure. I'm going to try to find the pieces that are missing, and I, use him every single time. I use him in my stop motions and my displays. I even put him in one of my state fair entries once, and I love this figure. He is the best figure. If you don't have one, and you like playing with Legos, I highly recommend you get one. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and these are my top 10 favorite figures. See you next time.